People used to call this area the hidden treasure of Coleraine. It's a walking trail that's behind some homes behind the Dornbush subdivision. As you can see, it's pretty isolated. It's a good little walking path. I mean, you can, if you use Coleraine Park as well as this trail, you could end up getting about 5 miles in. If you'd like to walk your dog. There's you a nice little deer running across there. So there's fox, there's deer, there's all kinds of wildlife back in this area. Again, the wildlife is another thing that has been disturbed. Residents have noticed coyotes and fox coming up close to their house that we didn't have 15 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, but now, we're starting to get those animals coming up closer to the house. We've always had the raccoons and skunks and possums, but now we're starting to get a little bit larger animals coming up through the backyard. Here's a bridge over the creek for the walking trail. Again, there's some more construction debris that's caught up on the bridge. I don't know if that was a barrier or some sort of soil retainage barrier or something along that line that ended up getting caught up here. But with the rain that happened about 6 months ago, this is the creek bed that was altered a little bit, and as we go around, you'll actually get to see that. As we start coming up the hill here, you're gonna start noticing mud and gravel. This is all a byproduct of the actual excavation that took place in October of last year. It's still not finished. As you can see, as you can hear, there's rocks underneath my feet. This is all gravel that's being washed down the hill. This is all stuff that's being washed down toward the creek. As we come up, as you can see in the distance, there is a little safety barrier that has been washed away. But again, residents still use this sidewalk. Nowhere near to the extent that they used to. People used to ride bikes, jog. They'd run back here, take their kids out just to walk through the woods. If you have a stroller, that's just about impossible anymore. Back in late October, early November, there was a landslide, and you'll be able to see the footage of the erosion from that landslide here as we come up. Again, this is all mud and dirt from the landslide. As we come up, you've got ruts here 2 feet deep. That's the other part of the trail. And as we go up the hill, that is what slid down and it has eroded away. And that's coming all the way down here to the creek. So it's down here to the path, all the way over. And then as we head on down this way, this is where the sewer was tied into the Sagebrush or Susanna Drive location. That's where they tapped into the main line. That's the Susanna Drive location. As you see the water running from the sewer head. And as we get closer, you'll be able to see that. But literally there's water coming out through the top of the sewer head and running down the sides, and they're not quite sure where that water's coming from, being nobody's tapped into the sewer unless it's a backup from the main line. Again, let's zoom out, and you can see as they come up, and they jack and board right there, and went on up into Susanna Drive, where we started this video.